Good morning, I'm Ty Albright. Here's what's going on in the 4 states. Authorities still investigating a shooting death at a home south of Joplin that took place over the weekend. They got a call to the house there in the rural part of Newton County, south of the Walter Woods Conservation Area, and that's where they found a 51-year-old Ernest Darby dead. Detectives still following up on leads as their investigation continues, but Sheriff Matt Stewart says if you've got any information, give them a call. Last night, Joplin City Council heard from a local group that wants to save the historic Memorial Hall from being demolished.
There's a lot of passionate people in our community about Memorial Hall.
Mayor Keenan Cortez says that group wants to create a public-private partnership to revitalize that more than 100-year-old building, which of course has fallen into disrepair. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-782-1310. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 73. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Lows dropping down to the mid-40s. Sunshine upper 60s for Wednesday. Rain returns overnight Wednesday into Thursday as we see a high near 65.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a lot of heavy cloud cover over the 4 states, even some light drizzle in some areas still.
65 in Granby, 64 in Pittsburgh, 66 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge, being brought to you by Club Car Wash with 3 new locations open now across the Joplin and Miami areas. Check them out at clubcarwash.com. And today we're featuring Damien from Joplin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, Damien. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, just go to the Morning KIX page on the KIX website. There's a button on there that'll tell you how to upload your audio.
We're just 15 minutes away for your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
$1,327.50 could be yours in just 16 minutes.
Here's Riley Green with Ella Langley.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Look who's back.
Hello. I'm feeling better than I was yesterday, that's for sure.
We're gonna look on the looks thing later.
What are we doing?
Work on looking better.
Oh, thank
as well
you.
as feeling better.
Thank you so much.
Feel better, look better, be better. That's probably outside of the realm of our hope, but
No, we're not doing that, Shiala. So what did I miss yesterday?
all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, John, I am not. Disgusting. We do not do the green bean casserole. We will not do the green bean casserole. There will be no green bean casserole.
That's what he thinks.
Although we were talking about the turkey fryer stuff. I've got my next door neighbor was showing off his new turkey fryer over the weekend to us. And I'm like, okay, going to stay over this side of the fence when they start doing that, because those things are like a bomb. He was also showing me on YouTube, they've got turkey fryer mishaps. There's a whole bunch of those videos. They go off like bombs.
They explode.
Yeah.
Actual explosions.
It's crazy. So we're going to be talking about those later, and the people who are going to be trying that for the first time and the excitement that provides for their family.
And maybe they're missing fingers, and it's like 4th of July Part 2.
Yeah, it is. It's a redneck thing. Fireworks
Absolutely.
and frying turkeys.
Though I've heard, those are some of the best turkeys to eat is a fried turkey.
I don't,
It locks in all that moisture and...
Yeah, lock in some moistness.
Which is what turkey needs, because turkey just gets so
That's why we
dry.
wear deodorant to prevent that. My in-laws do both. They do fried turkey and they do turkey in the oven. I can really not, maybe a little bit of textural difference, but that's
Really?
it. Flavor-wise, there's not that much difference. It's really not. It's not that great. It does not justify the amount of cost and effort that has to go into it.
That's why I'm getting one catered.
Smoked turkey now, a whole other ball game.
Get an oil fire extinguisher, yes. Can you not just use a normal fire extinguisher for that?
You can. Oil fire extinguishers are chemical based, so they're just a chemical powder that foams. So water can actually be damaging. Liquids with an oil fire they'll actually cause it to flame up.
The more you know. Are you coming to see us tomorrow, Shiala? She says, so I'm here on Wednesday, bring you green bean casserole.
She is not. You know, Shiala.
Bryson says, make sure you do it away from buildings.
Blap, 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 blap.
I had a whole bunch of stuff to talk about going into tomorrow after this past weekend.
Yeah. So, yeah, all your stuff that you had, we didn't get to do any of it.
I know. My big thing this past weekend was the boys' soccer tournament. So we spent a couple days down in Tulsa for that.
Uh-huh.
And I have decided that sports parents are some of the worst people.
Do they not realize?
Like, these are children, for crying out loud.
Are
It's
you
awful?
That disconnected from reality that you have no perspective of how you're acting, of how you sound?
I don't think so.
How's that possible?
It was just, there were 2 instances that were really, really frustrating. For the most part, we're all there to support the kids and to, have a really good time. And,
I don't know.
Build teamwork and whatever you want to call it. So they are very, very strict in the rules that they have at this tournament. And they have them there for a reason. Okay, bye. And one of the rules is parents have to sit on separate halves of the fields. Because in the past, they've had issues with parents literally fighting when they don't separate themselves. And so it is one of the rules now that you have to sit on separate sides. And we got to one of the games and we were like, all right, which side are we sitting on? You're supposed to sit on the side that your team, their bench is on. So we were waiting to see who got what side. And the other team started setting up on one side of the bench, which is kind of where we were all standing. So we're like, okay, we got to go to the other side. So we start walking toward the other side of the field, and they are way over the halfway line, which is the cutoff. You are supposed to each have an equal half of the field. And I made a comment. I was like, oh, we're supposed to get the entire half of the field there. And one of the dads kind of looks at me and he was like, okay. I go, well, it's in the rules. It's in the rules. I was like, whoa, buddy. I'm just saying, they've got the rules in place. You don't need to be a jerk about it. And this guy would not let it go. It's in the rules, guys. We're sitting on the wrong side of the field. It's in the rules. Oh, no, we better move. I was like, holy cow. And then this same dad, who of course refused to move, being a jerk already, anytime the ref made a call in his team's favor, yeah, good job, ref, good call. That's right. Anytime the ref made a call against his team, you're blind, ref, what's wrong with you? He was obnoxious the entire game. Oh my gosh, and he was the only parent on the sideline that was being loud and obnoxious. I was like, if we had a parent like that on my team, I'd be so embarrassed. So embarrassed. And as a coach, at least, if not one of the other parents, I would have said something. Like, you are being rude
being in his family.
and obnoxious, right? So that was one instance that was awful. And then the other one is our little U8 team killed it in tournament, got all the way to the championship game. And so a bunch of us showed up to support them for their game. And their team, we had beat their team already once. And they had scored 1. I think our team scored 4 or 5. And going into this game, they just came into it with a completely different mindset this other team did. And their team was physically pushing. These are 6 and 7-year-old kids coming up to our players, pushing them to the ground. And this was one of the youngest refs I had seen. And I try really hard not to be that parent that also rags on refs, because I know that they're people. For the most part, they're doing their best. They love the game. This is what they want to do. But this ref was a kid, and he had no backbone, and he was letting, hold on, I'll tell you a story in a second. 5 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7-Eleven.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 66 in Joplin.
We'll give you a look at the weather forecast in 15 minutes. Plus, we've got your chance to guess and win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound in just 12 minutes.
And this is a lot of money, $1,327.50 up for grabs.
And everybody's talking about a hint, wanting a hint. Get a hint. Are you serious?
I think it's about time we put a hint up. I think we ought to do it.
Put them up where? Okay, there's your
No,
hint.
Randy, no, I meant like on the website or the app or something,
Okay,
or people
and
can go and find it.
If we don't have a winner by Friday, there could be a hint for you to find.
And by could, you mean there will be?
I didn't say that.
There
I
will
said
be
there
one on
could be
Friday,
a
maybe,
hint.
yes?
We'll find out Friday, won't we?
We'll find out if there's a winner for Secret Sound in just 8 minutes.
Here's Randy Hauser.
On the 4 states, number one for cash.
KIX 102.55.
Sorry. Yeah. That was bad.
God morning, Vietnam. That's what I say, Katie. God morning.
Morning. Katie, we haven't seen you in 12 years. How you doing? God morning.
God morning, Vietnam. My feeling exactly.
Morning, Adam.
Morning, Greg.
Yeah, small peanut energy for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that guy sucked. But then when our little U8 team was playing, the parents were literally applauding their children and telling them, way to go, when they would come up and start shoving our kids. There was almost like a full on like kids shoving and fighting on the field. And the ref was like,
Isn't your coach?
had no idea
isn't the
what
coach supposed to be taking care of some of that?
Oh, and our coaches were very vocal about it. They were very much getting involved. And come on, ref, these are kids. Like we had kids in tears, bawling, getting hurt, getting pulled off the field because of this. And our coaches were really frustrated. They're like, we have kids. Like these are children getting physically hurt, and you are doing nothing. What are you doing?
And they just ignore them?
And, well, this kid, this ref was one of the youngest I saw this entire tournament, and he was just very deer in the headlights. I don't think he knew what to do. I don't think he expected it to be like this. That little U8 game was one of the most intense games we watched all weekend.
Wow.
And these are, 6 and 7-year-olds. They're under 8. So these are kindergartners, maybe first graders who are, just trying to play the game that they love. And they've got parents over there. Yeah, push them. Yeah, you show them. Like, what are you trying to teach your kids? Come on. This is soccer for crying
Who's in
out loud.
charge of the league?
It's the Broken Arrow Soccer Club or something like that.
There's got to be some way to address issues within the league. I mean, maybe that's a coach's responsibility, but I would be saying, hey, if you can't, protect our kids in these situations, represent our team well enough in the rules and helping the rules be enforced, then
Right. And I know
you
for a
want to be a
fact,
part of that.
we did have coaches over at they had like a tent where all like the head officials and stuff, and we did have coaches go over there and speak with them. So our U8 coaches are awesome, and they really went to bat for their team, and I appreciate that. But man, I could not believe just some of those parents were just wild. I was like, y'all, it ain't that serious. No one's going to college off of this one tournament, I promise.
The best place to see behavioral issues, I think, are things with kids represented.
I don't know if these parents are just like trying to vicariously live through their kids and they want to win that way, or
They've
if
got
it's
their
just,
own issues, I think they're
Clearly.
carrying. It's their world. This is
Holy
a
cow.
good example of practice psychopathy of it's their world and you're lucky to live in it.
Right.
So,
oh, you got a new job, Katie. What's the new job?
is that what's been keeping you away, Katie?
Adams in Nebraska, he says it's only 37.
Nice. It's 66 in Joplin and going to be around 75 today. They say not as warm as yesterday. I guess yesterday was 78. Got ridiculously warm again.
I'm over it. Stop doing that.
No, I like it. It's nice. Mid to late November. This is not uncommon. We're acting like this is just crazy, but I mean, about every third year we'll have a cold Thanksgiving, but most of the time around here, Thanksgivings are pretty nice.
Sure.
We go out and take pictures, on the outside with the kids and everything every year, and it's usually really nice weather.
Maybe
for
like
that.
60. I don't want 75 degrees on Thanksgiving. Morning, Melissa. Katie says, I work at JCPenney's, and yes, I've been also having some health issues. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. I mean, yay, new job. But health issues, that's no fun. I hope you get to feeling better.
So yesterday I was talking about this new thing that Google Photos has where it will take your picture and turn it into a video, which can be kind of fun when you do the randomizer. I've been trying. So last night, it only lets you do like 2 or 3 a day.
Oh, really? That's it?
Yeah.
That stinks.
But I thought like this one of me and Keith Urban.
Oh, yeah?
That might be interesting to
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the picture, okay?
What are the words on it? Oh, you wrote what it is.
This
Holy
is a screenshot
cow, look
of
at
a
you.
photo. Yeah, this is really, really old.
Wait, show them that picture again. Look
Well,
at
it's
Randy.
it's working right now.
Oh, man.
So it takes it a little bit, but you can do the random or you can go in and choose subtle movements that you want to apply to it. I've never done that one. I've let it do random every time because those are fun, finding out what, and usually it tries to use context of the photo. I did the one of me running from the T-Rex, in the museum, and
It actually looks legit.
it looks very real. Okay,
That's
so this is
insane.
Keith Urban. Yeah, let me turn this down again. Gosh.
Hold on, we got to do a break.
And again, this is from years ago.
Seg. 2.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for cash
Your chance to guess the one the secret sound right after Sam Hunt.
on KIX 102.5. Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
It looks legit. It looks like it's actually you guys, and it's not doing the weird AI kind of stretchy neck thing, or not that I can see.
It's done a little something with my mouth there, I see. That's weird, but
I mean, is that pretty much what you looked like when you moved back in the day?
it's a little flatter right around in here is something weird, especially when I'm laughing hard.
Morning, Kathy.
I think he looks right. Let's do another one. I wanted to find the one of me, the dramatic one of me playing guitar. My cover photo.
Jimmy was caller 5 yesterday with Brett. You were close.
Did you win, Jimmy?
Well, the phone's ringing. I don't know if we really want to get it, though.
No, it's best for secret sound. There. Like this one, you think?
Are you zoomed in on it?
Yeah, it zooms in when it first starts. It goes back out.
Okay. I was going to say, is it going to be able to know what it's doing there?
Something to do with, it has a preset ratio.
Oh, okay. I hope it shows you actually like full on just like getting into the song, rocking out.
Probably doing something like this. And be like, we'll see how it handles fingers too. If I end up with like 20 fingers on my left hand, might be good.
Fingers can be hard for AI.
We're at 70%.
Is it Gemini?
Polishing pixels. No, it's Google Photos.
Huh.
Maybe using Gemini in the background to do this. Oh, it did something weird to my head. That's weird.
What did it do? Oh.
I don't know. I can't exactly. Well, it took off a lot of facial hair too. But the guitar's on fire. And you can have it redo it. So this is, everybody's probably seen that picture.
Yeah, I don't know what it did to your... Oh, wait. Hold on. Show it again. I'm sorry.
I did that off of a photo. Yeah, it's not great.
It did a very weird thing with your face.
Very weird thing. So...
And it didn't know what to do with your head. Like, I kind of gave you a hairline, sort of.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
We'll see sunshine today, high near 73. It is 66 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in just 5 minutes.
But right now, let's see if we can give away some cash with the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Secret Sound.
$1,327.50.
And it could be yours if you can be caller number 5 at 417-623-1025.
And tell us, what is this sound?
What do you think? What is that?
623-1025. Be caller number 5 and tell us and win the cash.
From the 4 states, number 1 for cash.
Hi there, Morning KIX.
Caller number 1, keep trying.
Hi, Morning KIX.
Caller number 2, keep trying.
Thank you.
Hi, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 3. Keep trying.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Caller number 4. Keep trying.
Hi, Morning Kicks. Who is this?
This is Megan
Megan, where are you from?
from Galena.
Megan from Galena.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Megan. We've got $1,327.50 that could be yours.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it opening the tape on a box?
She says opening the tape on a box.
For $1,327.50. That is not it.
But
Thank you.
we're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, making it $1,352.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 420 with Brett.
Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. Have a good one.
Good gosh.
Morning, Carol. 50 cents. That is. Hi, Sarara. Have a good day.
$5 in the jackpot, making it $1,000.
You got plenty of time.
Megan.
You got over a minute and a half still.
Megan, making it one.
I'll give you another chance to guess the win at 420.
Thank you.
Oh, this might be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it
Is it
can
going to
be my
differentiate?
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's try. So it's me standing in front of the polar bear at the Bass Pro Museum. Bass Pro Aquarium.
Jimmy says, you guys are having a hard time talking today. Must be something in the water.
It's Tuesday, Jimmy.
It's Tuesday.
It's called
day-
the Jimmy Curse.
The day literally started with my computer having to be restarted with updates.
We've got the Jimmy Jammy going on.
5 seconds.
Jimmy Jammy is what Jimmy tries to wash off when she takes a bath once every 2 years, whether she needs it or not. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for cash.
Looking for caller number 5 to guess the win the Great Plains Federal Credit Union secret sound.
Megan from Galena.
You are caller number 5.
All right, Megan. We've got $1,327.50 that could be yours.
If you can tell us, what is this sound?
Is it opening the tape on a box?
She says opening the tape on a box.
For $1,327.50. That is not it.
Darn it.
We're going to put another $25 in the jackpot, Megan, making it $1,352.50.
And give you another chance to guess the win at 420 with Brett.
Thank you.
Did you see it? So it went from me standing like that to doing the dance with the polar bear.
I thought it was going to make the polar bear eat you or something.
Yeah, and it could if I did it. You can regenerate and it'll do different every time. Wow. Okay.
Melissa says that we decided on our next KIX fam lunch.
No, in fact, we've
No.
decided to never have any more. Okay, now this might be better.
Yeah, that one would be cool.
If I've not used them all. Nope, it's got one more. So let's see what that does. Unless it has me doing
Thank you,
something
Melissa.
weird to the guitar neck.
Oh, good luck with your appointment, Katie. That's no fun. Jimmy's got an eye doctor
Splish,
today.
splash. She was taking a bath.
Yeah, why are they sending you to Chanute?
What are you doing in Chanute, Greg? $3 hours. Is it 3 hours? Well, for him, I mean, he's coming from Pleasant Hope, which is about an hour and a half. So is it an hour and a half from here to Chanute?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, where's Chanute on the map? Yeah, I guess he's right. It is. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, that does not look like me, though. So it's done weird things to my face.
Oh, yeah. That could have been cool, but that's definitely not you.
Yeah, it's doing
Also, kind of looks like you're farting a blue light.
weird things to my face. What's happening with the hand, too?
Which one?
I'm trying to see the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it looks like that all stays pretty good, but let's regenerate. Let's see if it'll do it again. If it'll do something different. I'm going to have to make a eye doctor appointment, too. I've only got one more pair left, and I've been wearing these for almost 2 months. Yeah, it'll soon be 2 months or maybe even longer.
That's
was
not good.
Late September when I put these in. They're not giving me any trouble. None. And ready for its blue lights now.
That's what it looked like.
Still a weird face. Oh, and it changed the headstock. I don't know what brand of guitar that is, but it's not mine. Yeah, apparently it cannot get a good shot of the face to do the head right.
It's probably too much at an angle. And I won't let you do another one now?
Probably not.
Do one of you and I. We've done TikToks like these where AI takes a picture of us and turns it into a video. There's one where I turn into like a monkey lady.
She did turn into the monkey lady. Yeah, that was great.
That was crazy.
There are some better shots. Here's one. It's a good shot of the head. Oh, nope. Reached my limit.
No.
That's it for me. But if you got Google Photos, which I think everybody does, you can go do these. Camera 4 is garbage today.
Yep. I just saw.
One of those AI things on Bob Barker. Yeah, we went through and watched the Mr. Rogers ones yesterday that Woody was talking about yesterday. Have you seen these, Jen?
No.
Okay, so one of the big things right now is Bob Ross losing it.
Bob Ross doesn't lose it. That's not true.
Oh my gosh,
That's
they are
absolutely
so good. So I've got to show her one of these so she'll know. And the first time I saw one, I about flipped because I fell for it.
Can we pull it up over here so everyone can see?
I think some of them are racy language ones.
Oh, just kidding. Katie says she uses Gemini, which you have.
Yeah, Gemini. Okay. Yeah, come here and watch this one.
Just a little touch of sap green right here. Let it bounce like it lives there. Whoa, whoa, easy. Goodness. Oh, well, that escalated. Guess it's your painting now, little friend. Just a little touch of sap green right here. Let it bounce like it lives there.
I mean, that looks very real, doesn't it?
Oh, well, that escalated. Guess it's your painting now, little friend. God damn it, another cat. Where the hell are all these cats coming from? Oh, you little motherfucker.
Okay.
All right, back to the mountains. God damn it, another cat. Damn it, I can't do this anymore. Look at this trash. It's garbage. I've had it with these happy little trees. Screw it. To hell with this painting. I'm done. You hear me? I can't keep spinning.
I know. And I'm like, was he really that angry?
Stupid son of a
And I'm like, I bet he had days like that. So
Just drop a happy little tree right here by the water. Let it live wherever it wants to live. Oh, hey there, little fella. Careful with that jar, partner. Oh, son of a biscuit. Nope, get off the heat.
so anyway. Okay, these have become a thing. And the Mr. Rogers hanging out with Tupac Shakur. And I saw one yesterday where there is a TV commercial. It's one of these little local TV commercials being done with Tupac Shakur, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Mr. Rogers, and they're selling used cars.
Oh, gosh, that
They're
was great.
selling used cars. And it was so funny. So, but I haven't seen the ones with Bob Barker, but I bet those are amazing too. There's something wrong with us. It's just, and I fell for these when I
Really?
I saw the one where the cat jumps him and he starts cussing him out and everything, and
What
I'm
is
like,
Sora? Because they all were tagged Sora.
yeah, Sorrow.
Sora is, it's through OpenAI.
Is this free where it will generate based on audio, or does it?
Transform text and images into immersive videos.
Greg says service call hydraulic leak. It's 2 hours 45 minutes. He has no idea. There's guys who live in Joplin, so why they're sending him, he doesn't know. Hey, you're getting paid, right? They give you mileage, don't they?
I'd
Shirley?
hope so. Well, it'd be even better if it wasn't your vehicle.
Yeah.
All right, 13 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX
Here's Jason Aldean.
on KIX 102.5. So I guess we get to find out Jen's movie Rehab a day late today, which is lucky for us because we do have the podcast coming out later.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
There's
I made a really big mistake with Jen's
she
movie
did.
Rehab.
She did. And I told her where to go to watch this.
I may have watched the wrong movie.
No. Jen never does that, does she?
I'm trying.
I wish we had video of you watching that first one.
Me falling asleep I mean, I was dying.
Man.
What?
The only time I don't need to pee is when I'm peeing.
Of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh my goodness. You sent a picture of the puppies. How are they doing? How's mama? How's the baby doing? Baby is doing so good. What happened there? Camera 4 is officially dead. Got it. Baby is doing so good. We're officially in the 3rd trimester as of yesterday. So that is exciting. She is the size of a head of lettuce, or the size of a cucumber. Oh my gosh, Bryson. Oh, Bryson, how precious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 puppies, is that right?
Congratulations, Jimmy. Oh, it's Bryson. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Melissa said her son and husband used Soro. Is it Soro or Sono?
Sora.
Sora yesterday while she was at work to make videos of them playing in rock bands or boxing with each other.
That's cool.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
We could do little quick videos if
It's
we
blocked
wanted.
on these computers, apparently. I just tried to get on it.
Oh.
I don't know why. 7 babies, all girls?
Weird.
Wow. Are they all healthy and doing okay? 15 seconds. Oh, he's got a service van. Okay, that helps, Greg. At least it's not your own vehicle. 10 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 736.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 66 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 25 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to hear about the strangest pets you've ever heard of someone owning.
No judgment here. Just want to know what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen someone keep as a pet.
You can call or text to tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook.
But since it was the weekend the day before yesterday and Jim was gone yesterday, and now we have to make up for This is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend, and then she goes home and watches it and gives us her review on it when she comes back eventually.
Well, that's because before I came to KIX, I had seen very few, if any, movies before, and so I'm being very slowly rehabilitated.
We're making her watch all the movies that the rest of us have already seen so that she can catch up and be a part of normal human conversation.
It's a very exciting time in my life, truly.
Yes.
So the movie I watched over the weekend was Last of the Mohicans, and I've got to be honest with you. I may have watched the wrong movie
Good
first.
gosh. Did you watch Good Will Hunting
No,
first?
I didn't watch Good
Okay.
Will Hunting. I watched the 1930s Last of the Mohicans.
Why?
Which is a really terrible movie.
Oh, it's
I was like,
awful.
why did he... On Tubi, by the way, it's over 3 hours long.
Yeah, the original one is
Awful.
this great, long, painful black and white.
And they had tried to put color in it, and so the color was kind of fading in and out the entire movie, and there were no captions, and so I had no idea what was going on, and it was confusing, and I did not like it. And I was like, why did people were like so excited for me to watch The Last of the Mohicans, and I was like, this movie is terrible. I kept falling asleep.
So
Randy,
how far
I tried,
into it did you get into it
Oh, my
before
gosh.
you realized?
I watched the entire thing.
What?
I did not realize I had watched the wrong movie until about 8:30 last night when I was like, that guy really didn't look like Daniel Day-Lewis on the cover. He was supposed to have long hair.
How old is Daniel Day-Lewis if he was alive during the 1930s?
Yeah, I was way off. And so last night I watched the Last of the Mohicans. This one did not put me asleep like the 1930s one did. 3
Imagine
separate
that.
times. Yeah. The one last night was really, really good. I thought it was such a... It made me feel like I was watching an epic the entire time. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got these gorgeous landscape shots. You have the music that just really swells and intensifies the moment. You have this really strong character in, not Hayward. What was his name?
Hawkeye.
Yes. And he's just very like stoic and strong. And, the leading lady in Cora, who is kind of his counterpart and his love interest. And I thought this story was much better told in 1992 than it was back in the 1930s. So I really did enjoy the newer version a lot. I thought it was very well done. The ending was a little bit sad because so many of the characters that you come to, enjoy they died.
Inadvertent falls off of high precipices.
Lots of people falling off cliffs at the end of the movie. Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, it was
really
pretty good.
high score. All right, so maybe we need to be more detailed with our description. I don't know.
I don't know. Or I just need to not have pregnancy brain. Can we blame that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you. So we'll find out what I'm watching on Friday for the next Trends Movie Rehab.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
To be honest, I had forgotten that there was. I don't believe we even mentioned it in the description that it was a remake of the original.
Yep.
Or did we? I think maybe we did.
Did you? I don't remember.
Because I know I told that it was based on the story, The Last of the Mohicans, the original story, which I've read that book too. That's like one of those Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn type
Right.
books, that you always read when you're a teenager or a kid. And, but yeah, the movie is so epic. And it's just...
And the battle scenes are really, really cool in 1990. In 1930, the battle scenes sucked.
yeah.
And then they were like, let's pan away before anything happens. And it's very clearly staged, and the acting is cheesy and
Yeah.
stupid. But in 1992, holy cow, they got into it. There were explosions and
It was pretty graphic.
scalping.
Yeah.
Actually, watching Mogwai scalp a guy, I was like, oh, boy.
I remember first time I saw it being like, well, there's still Mohicans alive at the end of the movie. Not all the Mohawk tribe dies.
Mm-hmm.
Do they? I don't believe they do. I believe there's 1 or 2 still alive. And I'm like, I thought this was going to show the extermination of the Mohawk
Right.
tribe. And
There's the father
yeah.
who lives. His son dies, though. Spoilers.
And
his white
Hawkeye
son.
dies, doesn't he?
No.
Does he not? Yeah, he does not. And
No, him and Cora get together in the end.
isn't Hawkeye a Mohawk? He's adopted.
He's adopted.
Yeah.
He's his white son, as he calls him.
And then his adopted brother, he dies. Yeah, that scene there on the rocks. And when we think Indians, when we think Native Americans, most of us, we think Plains Indians. But these would have been in the Delaware region, all up in that area, northeastern. And you got to remember, some of the biggest, greatest tribes in the United States were not Plains Indians, did not migrate that much. They had cities. And
Yeah, they were up near Albany.
Yeah, that in New York area.
Yep.
I can't believe people have not, that the movie industry has not told some of the story of the Ohio Valley, the Michigan area, the Great Lakes Indians, and the whole conflict behind that. That was the first big Native American battles between settlers and Native Americans, was that whole area right there, the Ohio Valley area, Tippecanoe, all of that. I'm trying to think of the names of some of the chiefs and can't, because my brain, I have pregnancy brain, but I can't believe they've not. I mean, there's been, Dances with Wolves and all that stuff about those Plains Indians, tons of movies and stuff made about that era, George Custer and all that, but nothing really. There's not that much.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, I think.
Wow, Bryson says that's where we came from. That's awesome.
The Miami, which we got to be very specific here. And this is another thing that I watched a documentary not too long ago on that particular area. The Miami, it's Miami Indians. That's the way you pronounce the Indian tribe. Miami tribe was from that area. They were part of the Confederation that fought back against the newly formed United States with the help of the British. Miami. So this whole thing with Miami and Miami, I don't know where that comes from or why we say Miami, because that is not the way you pronounce the Native American tribe. It's Miami.
Maybe one of you guys know.
I don't know what's up with that or why that's a thing. Maybe somebody can fill me in on that.
Hey, Christy, I'm just seeing your message. Is Kelsey in the hospital? I'm sorry if I'm old news there, but she's having contractions.
Woo woo. Maybe.
No, way too early.
Way too early?
Way too early.
Oh.
She's only, 31 weeks, right? Little guy to stay in there a little longer if you can.
Not done cooking. Pop-up timer's not gone up yet.
He needs to stay in there until January if you can.
Rehearsals tonight. Play tomorrow night. Rehearsals Thursday night.
Is that just going to be your life from now on?
Pretty much, I think.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell y'all. So normally when I go to any kind of event where food is provided by vendors, they don't have a lot of gluten-free options. If I'm lucky, I don't know, maybe I can get some fries made in a dedicated fryer or something. When I was at the soccer tournament this weekend, there was a place that had gluten-free fried chicken sandwiches. And everything in their store, or their the little food truck, was gluten-free. I thought I was going to pee myself. I was so excited.
She did pee herself. Be honest, a little bit.
I ate it.
She's pregnant, so.
Both days, Saturday and Sunday. I was just beside myself. And it was so delicious.
You can get gluten-free chicken patties, friable chicken patties at Walmart.
Oh, then they suck. They're not good. No.
I saw them. I'm not a chicken fan, so I was like, why don't you go Chick-fil-A, Jen? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
no, these are so good. The outside was crispy and well seasoned, and the inside was just so juicy and delicious. And they made a homemade slaw and a homemade sauce to put on it. And I don't know what kind of gluten-free bun they're using, but it did not fall apart, which is insane. All gluten-free buns fall apart.
Bun. I thought you said gluten-free bum.
Yeah, that too.
You ever used a gluten-free bum?
She went into preterm labor. We were trying to stop it. Oh my gosh. That is really scary, Christy.
Well, yeah, they removed all of the Native American tribes to the same area. Oklahoma was set up, and nobody wanted the land in Oklahoma. So that was where they shuffled all of the Native American tribes to. Between there and the Texas Panhandle was until the Sooner Land Rush, and the Sooner Land Rush is its own crazy story, which you've seen represented in movies. What's the name of the Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie you saw? You didn't think very much of it.
Yeah. Yep.
That is about the Sooner Land Rush.
Yeah.
And they're set up literally right here where
Hated the ending of that
Joplin
movie.
is, all along the border. And at a specified time, they all just went for it. And wherever you got to and staked out was yours. Well, they had just shuffled all of the Indian tribes further west at that time, moved them again.
I had a giant gummy pickle in my Christmas stocking like 2 years ago, Floyd.
Yeah, if I'd be like, Uncle Bill. No, not again.
Well, I hope they can get those contractions under control. I can only imagine how Kelsey's feeling right now. That's got to be really scary. Welcome back, Megan. Katie says, I think she will come the week of Christmas.
Yeah.
You think, wait, who will come the week of Christmas?
The baby.
My baby? Or Kelsey's baby?
I think she means Kelsey's. So I'm still shopping around for video games to buy with my gift certificate that I got. And then I noticed there's a Resident Evil Requiem that I did not know.
This morning.
I made her watch. It was so good. So this body falls out of the closet and this woman's looking at it. And by the way, the graphics in this game are unreal.
It's crazy how real life they look.
Unbelievable. Every time I think they've hit their cap, then something new comes along. Unreal Engine is now up to what, like 7 or 8, which is the graphics creating system that they use for a lot of these games. I don't know if they use Unreal. I think they do for Resident Evil games. Anyway, she's looking at this body, and out of the corner of the scene, you see this giant hand reach in, just so gently. No alarming music, no dun-dun or nothing. Just this hand comes out of the darkness and grabs the body and picks it up. And the camera pans up as he bites the head off the thing. It was great.
And this thing is huge.
Yeah, it's like 10 foot tall, whatever it is.
Oh, golly.
So, yeah, I probably will be having to get that game before I do any of the others. Which, and I was telling I've got Resident Evil 7, which is the Biohazard game, and didn't make it.
You seemed really excited about this, though, watching the trailer for it or the gameplay.
Yeah, this one, well,
Here we go.
I don't know. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 749.
Sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 66 in Joplin.
And we've got to look at the weather forecast along with 4 states news in just 11 minutes.
Plus, in the next hour, we want to know, what is the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook.
Do you think anyone's ever owned a turkey and then ate it for Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. So we had turkeys when I was a kid growing up. Had lots of turkeys. In fact, my grandfather, before I was born, he was one of the largest turkey farmers in the state of Missouri.
Really? That's cool.
At one time, he had over 12,000 turkeys.
Oh, gosh.
And they were all crammed together in these pens. I've seen pictures. I didn't experience that firsthand, but we always had turkeys around, and they just roamed around the yard, loose on the farm where I grew up, until one day when I'm out on the swing set at the age of 3, apparently I angered the tom turkey.
Oh, no. Did he take off after you?
He attacked me,
Yep.
got me down, and flogged my head. So you see this scar right here.
Uh-huh.
That is from that turkey
No
where
way.
he scratched my head. My mother came out, saw me down screaming, blood all over. She thought the turkey had scratched my eyes out.
Yeah.
So she grabs the chopping axe, and we had turkey for dinner that night.
Well, how'd she fix it?
How did she fix what?
How'd she fix the turkey?
Oh,
Smoke
she didn't
it,
deep
grill it,
fry it.
onion
I
it.
know that. She definitely didn't deep fry it. She wasn't that crazy.
I've been very interested in deep frying a turkey for a while now, because I've heard, especially for Thanksgiving, it's one of the best ways to have a turkey. It's so juicy.
Definitely the most redneck way of fixing turkey. It's kind of like the 4th of July. We've got fireworks to blow your hand off with on 4th of July, and a frozen turkey into a deep frying vat of oil to explode on Thanksgiving.
I mean, it can actually be really dangerous.
Yeah, for those of you that are planning to deep fry a turkey this year for the first time,
I think we ought to salute them as the real American heroes that they are.
hey, Missouri, let's do that. Yeah, Missouri, come on.
This station presents Real American Heroes.
Real American heroes.
Today, we salute you, Mr. First Time Turkey Deep Fryer.
Mr. First Time Turkey Deep Fryer.
There are many ways to prepare a turkey for Thanksgiving, but this year, you're going all out. You've got a barrel, some oil, an open flame, and a lot of misplaced confidence.
Better have 911 on the speed dial too.
You saw a video on YouTube. How tough could it be?
Those sound like famous last words.
So on Thursday, when you see a guy cooking out on his driveway using a contraption that looks like he's making moonshine, don't be surprised if suddenly Thanksgiving becomes the 4th of July. He's Mr. First Time Turkey Deep Fryer, a real American hero.
Mr. First Time Turkey Deep Fryer.
There's always Chinese takeout after you get out of the ER.
Oh, those are all pretty good.
We have a Christmas pickle too, but in our house, whoever finds it first gets a piece of candy.
What motivation there?
Floyd says, my grandfather told everyone he was Mexican so people would not know he was Indian.
That's crazy. I mean, all of these towns and areas are Native American named. Seneca is a tribe. Now, Seneca was an Indian, right? He was a chief, not a tribe.
I think Bryson said earlier that was a tribe. But don't quote me on that.
Maybe. Actually, okay, Seneca was a Greek philosopher. That's the person. Seneca the Younger and Seneca the Elder. Lucius Annaeus Seneca. He was a Roman philosopher. First.
Seneca Cayuga?
Seneca Cayuga. Yeah, that's
Cayuga.
the tribe. Yeah. That's right. And that's what that's named after. Galena? No. I know it's a mineral, but isn't it also a tribe?
Oh, is it? I knew it was a mineral. I learned that at the Joplin History and Mineral Museum when we went.
But I believe it's also a tribe.
So it's a the Christmas pickle thing is something I never knew about until the kids were born, and then Grandma was doing it with
It's a
them.
Middle European tradition. It's where it originally comes from. Western Germany and some of those areas.
And then when
It's a weird one.
we moved down here, we couldn't do the pickle at her house anymore. She gave us a pickle for our house.
It's a very inappropriate euphemism as well. Playing hide the pickle. So there's a topic out on Reddit that I thought about saving back for us. We can put a man on the moon, but we can't blank. And these are just things that frustrate you. You know, like this one says, make a printer that works or is that able to connect with a home network. Why is this a thing?
Okay.
We can put a man on the moon, but we can't fix a pothole. Time traffic lights to all be green in a row.
That'd be nice.
Wouldn't it? Ladies say, make a comfortable bra that's easy to put on.
Amen.
Yeah. Make all pants have uniform sized pockets. Make a TV show or movie where you can understand the dialogue.
That'd be nice.
Thank goodness for captions.
Yes. That was one of my biggest issues with the old 1930s movie. I was like, there's no captions. I can't hear anything.
Without
Sucks.
captions. And there's a thing on Roku devices where streaming services will lose their captions. I mean, it shows that they're on and everything, but they don't come up. And it has something to do with the way it loads the memory cache on Roku. Every so often, it will lose its ability to produce captions. You have to restart things and clear out the cache, and then it works fine for a while. It's annoying. We can put a man on the moon, but we can't make a dog live longer than 12 years. Yeah, that's another thing you think we'd be able to do by now. We can't all agree to stop moving the clocks for daylight saving time. I don't care which way they go. Just choose one, for God's sake. Make a functional paper towel dispenser for public restrooms. We have a really good one here. They just upgraded our paper towel dispenser here in the bathrooms at Zimmer. And they're quiet, and they work well. There's always a sheet hanging down. You don't have to wait on it. We can put a man on the moon, but we can't get a box of tissues started without pulling 5 out. We put a man on the moon, but we can't put a man on the sun. But I was like, really, how many of those are we going to be able to get? Thanks a lot, Tom Cotton. That's right, Bryson. With their grandfather, he worked at a turkey farm behind us. It was on the road. Yeah, what was amazing when we pull up, in my house, I remember my dad doing this. He'd honk the horn when we got home because it made all the tom turkeys go off. They'd all gobble. And when you have like 40 or 50 of them, it's quite a noise. Oh, she didn't put the camera back right. Okay, guys, we're going to be talking about the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone having. We've got some pretty good ones already. I mean, from ostriches to emus, prairie dogs, wallabies. There's quite a few of them in here. I have a picture somewhere of me with a wallaby. That would be a good one to do AI Wiggle Fritz on. Cahoots. All right, we're not going to have time for that song. Went through and added a whole bunch of new Christmas tunes yesterday to the KIX lineup. I've got the list here, if I can find it. We added Carrie Underwood's Favorite Time of Year, Dan and Shay, Long Live Christmas, Gabby Barrett, Where Are You Christmas, Lainey Wilson's Peace, Love, and Cowboys, Low Cash, Snow Angels, Zach Top's Blue Christmas, and Zach Top For You for Christmas to our rotation yesterday, which we're going to start Christmas music. I always dread this, but this year it's going to be a lot different, I think, because of the way that our new system schedules stuff. It's a lot less heavy lifting for me, which is one of the reasons I dreaded it, was all the extra work that it entailed. But pretty much it kind of takes care of itself the way we've got it set up now. So we pretty much just stick with the modern, current Christmas songs until Christmas Eve, and then we add in a whole bunch of other traditional stuff on that, the KIX Country Christmas. We have over 200 in that category. So grand total Christmas songs, it's close to 300.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about the KIX Country Christmas. It'll have a good rotation.
You deleted George Burge.
Yeah. Today I have to do production for the 2 new songs we added yesterday, and Jen's Movie Rehab podcast. I think that's it.
Okay.
YouTube streets are better. I don't know what YouTube streets are, but they are better.
YouTube is just a lot better than Facebook. Facebook sucks at censoring stuff. We actually, that's another thing that Grandma got us into, was she gave us a whole bunch of teddy bears to put around the tree. But then our dog kept eating the teddy bears, so now the teddy bears live in the tree.
Oh, man.
I also like the Twitch streets for what it matters.
We've had one interaction on TikTok.
Yeah.
And that was just somebody checking it out.
All right, 25 seconds. Top of the hour news. Weather. We'll see sunshine today, high near 73. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Lows dropping down to the mid-40s. Sunshine, upper 60s on Wednesday. Rain and storms overnight Wednesday bring more rain into Thursday as we see a high near 65.
KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar is just showing clouds over the 4 states.
66 in Seneca, 64 in Pittsburgh, 67 in Joplin. To sign up for severe weather alerts, download the Zimmer Storm Center app.
So we're wanting to know, what is the strangest pet that you've ever known of someone owning?
623-1025 to call or text.
Or you can tell us on Facebook
Here's Blake Shelton with Gwen Stefani.
on KIX 102.5.
Just Blake and Gwen. Yeah. No, we don't strangle the teddy bears like Megan. So that's one thing that Kyle's parents used to always do, is they would hang ornaments from the ceiling, which looks really, really cool. They've got some neat ones up there because they don't have a traditional Christmas tree. She's got a really cool, I don't know, like metal deco style Christmas tree. Congrats to Billy Green, our weekly winner of the Pro Football Pick'em. Gets that $100 in Go Rewards play from Indigo Sky Casino. Did you talk about the top 5 things most people argue about yesterday?
Yeah.
Number 1 is the tone of the voice their partner uses.
Uh-huh.
That's great. Oh, I have one more story I want to tell at soccer tournament.
Oh, please.
So this is a huge complex. It's got like 35 fields or something like that. It's giant. And they have very large buildings that have a bunch of public bathrooms, like bathroom stalls. There we go. All over the place. These are some of the worst public bathrooms I've ever used in my life. Namely because when you go in there, there is a gap like several inches between the door, the frame. There's the door. Now there's another gap, and then there's the frame, and then there's the next frame. Like, you had to, if you even looked out of the side of your eye, you'd be making eye contact with anybody going to the bathroom in there.
No.
There was like no privacy whatsoever.
Not doing that.
I was like, what are we doing here?
Not doing that.
That is one of my biggest peeves with public bathrooms, is having it to where you can just, anyone can just see your business. And if you get a kid who doesn't have tact or whatever, they just, hey, mommy, look what that lady's doing in there. That lady's don't got no pants on or whatever, you know?
Yeah, not doing that.
No. And it was not just one stall or one building. It was the entire complex was like that.
I just thought you meant they were dirty.
No.
Were they not dirty?
They were okay for a giant soccer tournament full of, there were over 500 teams there, so you can do the math with the people and things.
Yeah.
But my biggest peeve was the stupid space between everything. You can see everybody's business. And the phone's ringing.
Hi there, Morning Kicks.
Good morning.
Well, hello,
Hey,
Dustin. What's
how you
going
doing?
on?
Good.
You getting excited for Thanksgiving?
Excited for that?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Turkey and stuff.
Oh, that'll be good. You gonna do any cooking?
Lot of cooking on
What can we do for you this morning?
cars.
Garth Brooks.
All right, we'll see if we can get a little Brooks on for you. Hey, I got a question for you real quick. Do you think Randy is related to Garth? They're both, I mean, they have the same last name.
Randy Brooks, Garth Brooks.
Yeah, that would
he
make
knows
sense,
it.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're like cousins of some
Dustin's
sort.
got it. All right, well, thanks for calling, Dustin. Have a good one. Stop looking at me, Karen. I can't pee.
Right,
that is
Karen?
so true, though. I will
Shy bladder.
I will get performance anxiety if there's no way. I went through a whole phase of that in the 5th grade where I could not use the bathroom in a public bathroom if there was someone in there.
I've always had issue a lot less. To me, it's the more familiar I am with the building, the more likely I am to use their bathroom. When I
Yeah.
first started working here, I could not use. In fact, I used to take off in the morning, go home and use the bathroom and come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Like even pee or just like any bathroom at all?
I could pee, but I'd rather not. I'd usually wait until
Yeah.
that time when I knew I could go home, and hated that.
Mm-hmm. Public bathrooms can just be so skeevy.
I'm telling you, when we were coming back from Austin, the Buc-ee's, that's the number one thing they have going for them. And you think other chains would realize the value of that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the Loves were so nasty.
Loves are some of the worst.
Disgusting.
We stopped at a Loves once on the way back from Kansas City, and it was nasty. And it did not help that there was like one bathroom stall for everybody, and some guy had just wrecked it right before we needed to go in there.
Well, that was the thing. This one had multiple stalls, and it was a men's restroom, but there was stuff on the walls, on the floor, and I mean, you could tell had been there a while, all over the place. It was just, you couldn't even use the sink. We went in and we're like, nope, we're going to go somewhere else. And
Yeah.
we did.
I think Sat Bros has got a way better. Also, their bathrooms
I've never
are,
been to one of them.
they have bidets, and every person has like their own little room,
Nice.
not just a stall, it's a room.
Well, even the room thing like Buc-ee's has, that's really nice. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 810.
Sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 67 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast in about 15 minutes, but we're talking about the weirdest, strangest pet that you've ever heard of someone having.
623-1025 to call or text.
Did you ever have a weird pet besides your husband?
Not really, no. We were big gerbil owners when I was a kid. We did gerbils for a while and then hamsters.
Where do you buy big gerbils?
Okay, we bought it from a place called the Pirate Store, believe it or not. It was pretty
Yes.
cool.
Pirates bring in the big gerbils. We had squirrels.
Really, as
Yep.
a pet.
My dad cut down a tree once, and there was a nest of 3 baby squirrels inside.
Aww.
And he knew that the mother would not have anything to do with them, after that. So we
Right.
brought them home and raised them. Marlin, Merlin, and Marilyn.
Were they actually good pets?
Except for during the winter. When they're hibernating, you do not want to get near them. They will bite you. Most of the time, they were very playful, very loving, very friendly. But during the winter, you left them alone.
So what is the weirdest, strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
623-1025 to text or tell us yours.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's Gabby Barrett.
On KIX 102.5.
Somewhere in my snapshot album at home, I have a picture of me sitting on their cage. That it was a cage had a lift top to it, and it had a den in there and everything that they could go through like a birdhouse size hole, and they could go in there and sleep. But you could take the top off of it to clean it out and everything. And I'm sitting there with one of them on my shoulder, and he's nibbling in my ear, making me giggle.
Oh, we're about to get kicked off TikTok. We got 30 seconds.
Yeah. Do we care? Everybody's talking about the end of the dynasty, that the Chiefs are for the year.
I don't even know if they can make it to the playoffs at this point, right? I don't think
know.
they can since they lost to the Broncos.
5-5 now. I don't know. I mean, it could happen, but it's.
I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a while there where I was like, I think we're actually going to win this game against the Broncos. And then they got the ball back. And the fourth quarter's winding down. And I was like, oh, no, the Broncos are going to score. They're going to turn this around right here. Just
Wait a
watch.
minute.
And they did.
Aren't the Patriots in first place?
In the AFC West?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, man. This is like a flashback.
Yeah. Chiefs have dominated the AFC West for quite a few years now. It's been great. Not this year.
Nope.
Though Travis Kelce did set a new record as the tight end with the most touchdowns in Chiefs franchise history.
Mm-hmm.
He beat out Tony Gonzalez, so congrats to him. Which Tony Gonzalez, he was Spider-Man, right?
I guess.
I remember watching him as a kid, and I always thought it was so cool. He'd score a touchdown, and they'd play the Spider-Man music, and he'd pretend to climb the goalpost. Christy, are you a Broncos fan or a Chiefs fan? Calling it a great game. That game was also going on during one of the boys' games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like trying to go between soccer, football, soccer, football. What was that?
My foot on the chair. Or just the chair.
Oh, there's a ghost in Randy's chair.
The ghost in the chair. Anybody going to watch the CMA Awards tomorrow night?
Isn't Lainey hosting again?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it? Streaming?
ABC,
Okay, but where do I stream
Disney,
it?
Hulu ought to have it. I'm usually anti anything Disney, but
Morning, Dorinda. I don't think I'll watch it. Are you?
I'm not planning on it.
I used to love to watch country music award shows, and I'd like live tweet during them and stuff like that, and that was so much fun. The shows just aren't what they used to be.
No.
Megan's gonna watch it. Christy's gonna watch it.
So I found a thing that I really, really want the other night on one of the little ad deals that popped up during my games on my phone. There was a deal that heats and cools the bed, you know, and those have been around for a long, long time. I mean, Sleep Number's had them. Most of the mattress companies have some sort of warming, cooling option. This is one that has it utilizes water. I think it's called the 8 system.
Oh, I feel like I saw this too.
Yeah. The only thing is, I got looking at it, I'm like, well, that would be really nice. And it uses water, hot water and cold water to heat and cool. But it has this great big tower thing that lives
Like
next.
a reservoir.
Yeah, that lives next to your bed. I'm like, that'd be really clunky. And I got to looking into what they cost.
Is it bad?
Yeah, it's stupid. I think the very, very cheapest option is like $1,900, $2,000. And
Wow.
most of the decent ones are around $4,000. And I'm like, this is stupid. So I got to looking at customer reviews. Everybody recommended this other system, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's an air-based.
Oh, interesting.
And they talked about how the water-based ones don't dry sweat. So if you do get hot or if you sweat any in the night, you just live with it. About puncture issues and other problems that are associated with the 8 system.
Right.
Also, the air-based has a little thing about like this that it runs off of that lives under your bed. You can do just one side or both sides. It will work on any mattress. You don't have to buy one of their mattresses like the 8 system. And they start at around $300, $400. And I'm like, KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen.
Wanting to know, what is the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
623-1025 to text or tell us.
Or tell us on Facebook.
Here's John Party.
On the 4 states, #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. So I'm like, well, that's very doable. And you think about how much you'd save in heating, cooling costs, you know, for that. Plus the ability to have each person have their own temperature, to me, seems like.
Right. That'd be cool. You guys going to do it?
No, I don't have the money to do it right now, but got so many other priority things that I need to do.
Right. Megan says, I want to know how loud it is with all that water being sloshed around.
Yeah, probably. I don't know about that. I don't know about the air cool thing. I do know one of their things they bragged was that it was quiet. I don't know that I would want it quiet. I mean, we run 2 fans in our room right now partly for noise.
I wouldn't be bothered if there was some noise too. I think I might kind of like that, honestly. Maybe it would just sound like a big fan.
Maybe. But I would. That's one of the things that I saved some information on it and everything because I plan to come back to that. To me, that would be really cool to have. Imagine airflow over your whole body, warm or cool, depending on what you wanted. To me, that just sounds amazing. And the fact that it would live on your mattress, that it goes on top of your mattress, does not affect, the density of your mattress or the comfort way your mattress feels.
So it's not a mattress pad.
It's not a pad. No, it's just these little tubing chambers, and it slips on like a sheet, and the air goes through that.
Is it comfortable?
Everybody said it was. That was one of the nice things. It does not change the way your mattress feels.
Christy says, I have to have the TV on for background noise.
I can't do the TV.
But you do an audiobook.
I do TV sometimes when Gina's not there. She can't do the TV. The light bugs her and keeps her awake. But I do audiobooks all night long. And so I really depended on the narration style voice. And even when I used to do TV, or anytime I sleep alone doing TV, it's got to be a particular type of show. It's got to be a documentary with a relaxing narrator. It's that sound of the voice that is helpful to me. And help shut down my brain in the process.
I have started falling asleep to queso playing different games.
Really?
Yeah, which
he's
is funny,
way
sometimes
too.
he crashes
yeah,
out.
I understand. How would you do that? He's way too involved.
His big thing now is playing RV There Yet, which has been fascinating to watch.
I've seen the RV ones. I'm not connected to those as I was his water park ones.
Oh, that was good too. That was so good.
I like Let's Ruin This. Ones I like him an awful lot, but I can't.
50 million drafts in one encounter.
I could never sleep during one of those. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 821.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 67 in Joplin.
And we'll give you a look at the weather forecast, tell you about the chance of rain returning later in the week in about 6 minutes.
But we're talking about the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning.
623-1025 to tell us the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone having.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
What's yours?
Back when I was growing up, we actually had a prairie dog.
A prairie dog. They look like they'd make adorable pets, but I bet they're evil.
Actually, not really. Me and my sister would let it out of the cage, and it would follow us all over the house, but it absolutely hated my dad. It'd bite his fingers.
What about you? What's the strangest pet you've heard of someone owning?
My aunt and uncle used to have a camel, a tiger, a lion, and a cougar.
Oh, my.
Did they own a zoo?
No.
How do you end up with all of that?
You have to have a license.
I guess so.
I mean, to be crazy, apparently.
How do you get a license? You have to test drive one of them, like you do on a driver's test?
All right, Tiger, you and me, buddy.
Roar.
I don't know.
Now you're going to have to parallel park the camel. What is the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
I had a groundhog. That was my first responsibility.
A groundhog?
A groundhog.
How did that happen?
My dad's dog dragged it out of the hole when it was a baby, and I raised it.
Those things are grouchy, aren't they?
Yes. I walked it around the block on a leash like a dog.
I mean, they're temperamental, I guess.
Did you ever get bit by him?
No, he never bit me, but he chewed a hole in my wall.
Chewed a hole in your wall?
That's what they do. They're groundhogs.
I raised him until he passed away, and now he's stuck on my shelf.
Whoa.
It's even better.
What is the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
My stepdad had a humongous tarantula, and he had it in a cage in our living room, and the cage had holes in it, and there were sticks going up to it. My mom kind of sort of killed it with rubbing alcohol in the cotton ball.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
I don't know how that cotton ball soaked with alcohol got in there in the tarantula's cage,
That's what
but
she
you know.
said, too.
Would have done the same thing.
Tell us the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning.
You can call or text at 623-1025.
Or you can tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states' #1 for country. I've heard of people owning skunks. It's just they take off the stink bag and
remove the stink gland. They still smell, but I guess a lot of those from those families have scent glands. I mean, ferrets have them, weasels have
and
them.
ferrets are stinky. Phone's ringing.
Yeah, they are. Hi there, Morning Kicks. What's the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
My nephew lived in Kansas, and he was grown, gentleman, wasn't young. But anyway, he had a lion, a tiger, and a bear.
A lion?
How?
A tiger?
How did we legally have all those?
Did he have one of those roadside places, Jan?
No, he ended up, somebody had him and wanted to get rid of him, and he couldn't see killing them, so he took them in, built cages, and had them for him.
Were they like, could you interact with them, or were they dangerous?
I have no idea. I just know he had them.
He kept them hidden around back.
Right, yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jan.
Bye, Jan.
Bye.
I don't think I'd want to own a bear
No.
or a tiger.
No.
What was the other one she said?
A lion.
Nope, wouldn't want to own that either.
Yeah, no. I mean, they'd play havoc on the furniture, I bet.
Bryson says he said it still smelled not as strong, but was still there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they couldn't spray you, but there was still stink with all of them. My uncle kind of had raccoons.
Oh, you've told me the story.
So he made the mistake of feeding them when he first bought his farm and his cabin out there on the farm is miles from anywhere. But he made the mistake of buying a great big bag of cat food out there for the raccoons. And so he put a little bit of food out. And at first there was only 2 raccoons. By the time I finally went there and stayed with him one summer, there were over 150 raccoons. And he said, they overtake everything. If I don't have food out for them to come eat, they will get into the windows. They crawl up into the attic. They just attack the house. And so he's like, we were fishing and it was getting to be dark 30, and he's like, we got to get back to the house right now.
Right.
And he explained to me, he said, we've got to get back and I've got to put food out. If I don't, they will destroy the property.
That's crazy. His life is run by raccoons.
Yeah, it's run by raccoons. He said, I wish I'd never done this. I didn't know. I didn't realize what a problem it was going to be.
I guess, what do you do if that many...
Eventually,
trap them all, I guess. And
suffer the damages, because eventually when they get to where they can't find food anymore, they're going to quit coming back for that. Although there's probably, this is behavioral, learning that they've done. And they've learned that there will be food here at this specific time. And if they come during that time, then they will get fed. And if you do it long enough, if you quit doing it long enough, they'll learn the food is no longer there. But I imagine that residual behavioral learning probably rears its head every so often, and they would come back, some of them. It's a problem. I guess he could move the house.
There you go. That's a good idea. But then they've also learned, though, that if they just go crazy on the house, then he'll eventually feed them.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, it's a bad situation.
Or whatever they say. 6, 7.
which is still a thing, oddly enough. I would have thought that would have been gone by now.
6-7?
Yeah, it's still being done. The kids seem to realize what we're trying to do, by adulting it, and they don't care.
They just don't care.
They just don't care. It's still a thing.
The two kids on our team who have the numbers 6 and 7, they thought it was hilarious. So they kept standing next to each other. Look at 6-7.
I'm like, that's so Riz.
So charisma.
So somebody was asking who the performers were on this year's CMAs.
Yeah.
Big X the Plug.
Who is Big X the Plug?
I don't know. And Luke Combs are going to do a tune together. Brandy Carlisle.
Big X the Plug. He does. He's like a producer, right?
I don't know. Chris Stapleton, Ella Langley, Kelsey Ballerini, Kenny Chesney, Lainey Wilson, Luke Combs, Megan Maroney, Miranda Lambert, and Chris Stapleton are going to do their song.
Of course.
Old Dominion. Patty Loveless.
That name sounds very familiar. How do I know that name?
She's like Country Music Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
She was part of the big 90s country surge.
Interesting. She's going to perform.
Poor Pitiful Me was one of her songs. Shabuzi and Stephen Wilson Jr. are going to be performing. Stephen Wilson Jr., Tucker Wetmore, and Zach Top. So, almost everybody.
Sounds like it.
No Morgan Wallen.
Never. So what is Kelsey Ballerini doing? Has she put out new stuff and I'm just under a
She's
rock?
got a new, we're playing one of her new song right now. Okay, Megan. She says, I still have my pet rocks from my childhood. Then immediately after, she says, she would scream hello, had the popo called a few times because the neighbors thought we had a hostage. Are you talking about your pet rocks?
You're missing way messages. She's talking about a bird.
Yeah, but right before that, she said, I still have my pet rocks from my childhood. I had a mynah bird when I was a teenager that cussed.
A mynah bird?
A blue streak. Oh my gosh, he cussed so much we eventually had to get rid of him. We tried to keep it. My dad, being a preacher and everything, he was very anti-language of any sort. We tried to keep him quiet around my father, and we did pretty good for a couple of years until during a wedding one time when they were we had weddings all the time. My dad, people would show up at the house wanting to get married. And so they would set them up in our big den. We had a den with a big cathedral ceiling and everything. And it was kind of pretty in there. So they would do the wedding in there. And one time during the vows, he yelled out something. I can't remember exactly, but it was, do you take this woman? Piece of nuts, stupid son. Just held out. It was not good. And Dad looked over at me and said, you better get rid of him. And, we sold him. He cussed so much. And I learned a lot of cuss words from this mynah bird at that age. Thomas says, it gets hungry and pluck its feathers. What?
Hi, Thomas. He says, oh my gosh, you're talking about that bird. You got a wombat
chicken.
for a pet?
Cannibal parrot. That's kind of cannibalistic, a parrot eating chicken.
Is a wombat a nice pet?
I would think it would be similar to a groundhog. They're marsupials, so I don't know.
Like a kangaroo?
I hear that koala bears, which maybe a wombat is part of the koala bear family, but they're also marsupial. But koala bears are vicious, my understanding.
Oh,
they're
really?
Very aggressive and
so cute.
very temperamental.
Some idiot dumped a gutted and deheaded deer off on one of our properties. Oh, Bryson, that's frustrating and gross.
It's so weird. I watch on YouTube, I like watching the cockatiels and stuff that talk. And there are a bunch of really smart birds on there that have their own channels and stuff, and they're hilarious. But I've looked for myna birds that talk. Very hard to find these. M-Y-N-A, I think. Or M-Y-N-A-H.
M-Y-N-A, myna bird.
And
why do you want one of these?
Huh?
It's part of the starling family.
Yeah, and they look kind of like a crow. They're black, very, very, very shiny, beautiful bird.
Minus the yellow bit.
No, mine had a yellow bit around the beak.
There's yellow on the beak and there's yellow on the back of the head.
Mine didn't have that much around the back of the head, but it had it around the beak. And apparently, I don't know. You just don't see any that talk anymore. KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country.
Here's Luke Combs.
On KIX 102.5.
Actually, all these myna birds kind of look a little different.
Yeah, their coloring, their colorations can vary a lot. But I've not been able to find any, maybe one that says, on YouTube that says a word or two, but not one that talks like mine did. Mine talked like some of these cockatiels you see on YouTube channels, only it was, huge vocabulary of sailor talk. And it would put together its own variations of words that made you stop and go, okay, wait a minute, I'm going to have to long form diagram that to be able to figure out what it means.
Kathy says the wombat wore a diaper and was friendly as a pet dog.
Huh. Megan, there are the parrots from New Zealand, which are flightless. And I don't.
Kiwi bird?
No, not the kiwi bird. There are parrots. In fact, they have a parrot problem. They don't have natural predators, and so they just kind of have taken over. They walk everywhere. Huge flocks of these parrots walking. They block up traffic and everything.
Parrots.
And they look like really overweight parrots. New Zealand flightless parrot, if you look that up, you should be able to see them. Or they look really buff.
It's known as the... Stop it. I don't want the AI mode. The kakapo is the New Zealand walking parrot.
Don't they look buff?
They really do.
Really, like parrot and biker gangs of parrots.
They look... Oh, man.
One of the pet shops here in town, the one that used to be up on 7th Street, had a macaw in there, and it would talk to you, and it would make the ding-ding door sound and the telephone ringing, and you could get it to talk to you.
That's cool.
I had parakeets, too, a couple of parakeets, and the most I ever got a parakeet to do was the wolf whistle. That was all I could ever get the parakeet to do.
I never wanted a bird.
I don't know. We had a parakeet named Tika, and had Tika for years. And Tika was very lovable, would sit up in your ear and nibble in your ear and tickle, and would get angry at you. Had a lot of personality, but would get in a bad mood sometimes and would fly around and at you, do that when it was mad. We go.
Beans really wants
Tika's
a bearded
pretty
dragon.
bird.
That's what she wants.
Yeah. They have those toy ones that run up the walls, you could get her.
That runs up the walls?
It's a toy iguana, actually.
18 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Luke Combs, 836.
We'll see sunshine today, a high near 73. It is 67 in Joplin.
And we've got the morning KIX takeover starting in just 15 minutes.
So go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote on the songs that you want us to play back for you.
But we're talking about the weirdest or strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning.
623-1025 to call or text.
What's the weirdest one you've ever heard of?
I had a friend that her dad had a lion.
What?
And he kept it at his trucking firm to keep his tools from being stolen.
Man.
Yeah, who's going to mess with a lion?
You ever think of a better watchdog than that?
Right. He had several big watchdogs killed
by the lion.
So he put the lion in there, and there was nothing stolen ever again.
That'll do it. Can you imagine breaking into a place, in the middle of the night and it's dark and you turn around and there's the king of beasts looking at
You're like,
you?
oh, nope, sorry, wrong door.
It'd be like one of those cartoons, where your face turns totally white.
What is the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
I have a friend who had a squirrel and a nasty ferret.
They stink, don't they?
They're gross and they're mean.
Yeah, they got a weird smell.
People don't really know that they're mean, but they're really, really mean.
They can be.
Yes, they can. They're not supposed to be pets.
What's the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone having?
My cousins raised a litter of possums.
When you say your cousins raised a litter of possum, I have the weirdest images go through my head,
Oh, imagine.
Does it involve lactating again, Randy?
Probably, I could just see him all curled up inside one of the wall spaces, feeding him. Come on, Dad, it's time for dinner. Hold on, I'm feeding the youngest one. God.
What is the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
Actually, my ex-husband had two strange animals, a baby alligator and a boa constrictor.
Because they're so cuddly.
Yeah, does he sleep with them?
No, but my 1-year-old thought it would be a good idea to go in where the snake was and pick up the mouse that were on the bag on the top of the tank before my ex-husband fed them and carried it down the hallway.
You notice she says ex-husband.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, she got smart in that situation.
Yes, the baby alligator actually got out and was behind the dryer.
Until they get into the sewers and they breed there, and the next thing you know, we have giant alligators attacking and stealing children.
What is the craziest, the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
623-1025 to text or tell us yours.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5.
Hi there, Morning Kicks. What's the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
Well, I heard rumors, now this is rumors from deer hunters, that one fall when you was out deer hunting,
Yep.
that a female Bigfoot kidnapped you and made you her pet.
That is
Oh my
true.
gosh.
That actually happened. People don't believe it, but...
And she's the one that taught you how to wear the polka dot dress.
In fact, made me wear a polka dotted dress for an extended period of time and did not leave a tip on the bedside table after it was all over. Thanks for calling, man. He's back, at least for a season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
My son has a pet snake, so I don't really like going in his home. I would love a pet snake.
Nope. Will not do it. Will not do it.
Love it.
Candace, wasn't it Candace had a snake for a little while? Yeah. Her mom had a snake for a little while, and she wanted to bring it home with her. Actually, I think her mom encouraged her to because she knew I didn't like it, and she knew it would create conflict. This woman's a chaos specialist. And I warned her, I said, if you come near the vehicle with it, I'm killing it. And you know I will. So if you like that thing at all, yeah, she's already picked out a couple of filters, Megan. She's helping us remember
Megan.
Twisted Takes, but she's picked out. Which one are you going to do? The first one? Are you going to do the 5-head?
Yeah, we'll do that one.
Yeah, I like it.
He likes it because I look ridiculous.
She does.
I look so
I look
crazy.
bad too, but I mean it's next level,
yeah,
Jen.
I look worse.
A lot of these, they have things where they make you bald or they, affect you. With me, that's not rarely a thing, except that 80s new wave band one that you had hair.
Mm-hmm. That one was kind of cool. Maybe we'll do that one next week.
No, don't like corn snakes. They had a pregnant corn snake I remember in my 8th grade biology class that gave birth to, and it had eggs because it's non-venomous. Non-venomous snakes have eggs, right?
I have no idea. I thought they all laid eggs.
No, poisonous snakes give live birth.
Really?
Because they're evil.
That's a mammal thing. They're not mammals, are they?
It's not necessarily a mammal thing. There's other animals that give live birth.
Melissa says, I held the corn snake and it went into my shirt.
Yep. See? Many snakes, not just poisonous. Most vipers do. Garter snakes do as well. That's what
live birth
threw me, because I know garter snakes have live birth and they have thousands of boas, anacondas, sea snakes. Some snakes are viviparous, meaning they give birth to live young without eggs, while others are oviviparous, where eggs hatch inside the mother's body before the young emerge.
Oh, dear. Oh, wow.
It's just weird. And then others have eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's a bad situation all the way around. We really need to set them all on fire. Nope, ropes are not pets. We need to embroider that on a doily, Megan, and hang it over the toilet. Although, that will have you thinking about snakes anytime you sit down to use the bathroom, so that's not a good thing. Which I do frequently. I've heard too many stories about snakes curled up under the rim of the toilet, and I think, man, what would a bite there mean?
Oh, gosh, don't think about that. Why would you...
Could you see that though, that happening, and then you're there going, oh, you're gonna have to suck the poison out. And your uncle says, no,
not falling for that one.
I'm
again.
sorry, you're gonna die. So the stadium launched finally, the Line 6 Stadium.
The what?
It's public, the modeler, the Helix.
Oh, yeah.
The stadium, it's out now. It's public. People, they've done their first shipment run. Weirdly enough, no one's doing videos. And I don't know.
Is that a bad sign?
Well, either they're really busy with it, and don't have time, or
they hate it.
I think there may have been a restriction that they put asking them, please don't do videos until a specific date or whatever, for whatever reason. I didn't look yesterday, so I don't know if that's not the case.
And I figure once you sell it, though, they're going to do what they're going to do with it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm seeing tons of videos now. So, but they were all launched like in the past day.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days. I mean, this one's over an hour, so it's a deep dive. Some of the guys were putting posts up about, like, they've already run into some issues and stuff, One guy said he was only able to put 2 of the new amps on the top data line and a pitch shifter, and could not put more pitch shifters, more pitch. The pitch ones, the pitch effects, which are what change the
excuse me,
how high or low it sounds. They take up the most DSP, the most signal processing, the most processing power. And I'm like, why would you want more than one? I can't imagine. Plus, they've got 3 other lines they could drop any of these down to expand and make that an option. And I think he was just saying that he has a Quad Cortex, which is another brand of modeler, and that will do it. We'll let him do it on there, but he hates the interface on that one.
So when are you getting yours?
Just day after never. Yeah, there are a lot of videos have been put up. So, yeah, I've got stuff to watch later.
So on Facebook, some of the comments we're getting.
Yeah.
Scott said a Cody Mundy. What is that?
A Cody Mundy? I've never heard of a
Kotimundy.
Don't know.
Oh, he spelled it way wrong.
Did he?
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
I don't. Quadimundi. It's a from Brazil. These are the things that I have pictures of me and Gina trying to feed all around us in Mexico. Quadimundi is, these are everywhere down there. They're kind of like squirrels, and they are not afraid of humans, or at least they were not at Xcaret. They would just come up to you and get very, very close. They wouldn't let you touch them, you know.
Right.
And they warned you not to touch them. But I've got pictures of, like, herds of them, like 20 or 30 of them going across the walkways, and they're just everywhere. They live in the forests
Are they
there.
big?
Yeah, well, I mean, you remember the one of Gina sitting there and one sitting next to her, and she's laughing. They're about like this big, about the size of a raccoon.
Yeah.
And they're really fast. They've got this long, curved nose. We saw a capybara in the wild there at Xcaret. It was not in a cage or a pen or anything, just out there wandering around.
A chameleon would be super cool, Megan.
And the iguanas are just everywhere. Great big long ones, and they'll come out and just lay over one another. In fact, they were in the hallways of the resort hotel, which is kind of an open air walkway, you know. But you would see them up on the second and third floor in the walkways out there. They're just everywhere.
That's so cool.
It is not. Turn the corner and there's 2 or 3 iguanas, and you're like, okay, great. We either got to go around or figure out how to get over them.
Here we go. 8 seconds.
KIX 102.5, the 4 states #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:49.
Sunshine, mid-70s today. It is 64 in Joplin. We'll take a full look at your forecast in just 10 minutes.
And we've got the Morning KIX takeover starting in just 6 minutes.
So make sure to go on the KIX app or the KIX website and vote on the songs that you want us to play back for you.
We're talking about the weirdest pet that you've ever heard of someone owning.
623-1025 to call or text.
Or tell us on Facebook. I know Scott on here said, he said a Quadimundi. I think he means a Quadimundi.
Okay, and what is that? I don't even know what that is.
Which is spelled with a C, not a K, Scott. That's this weird, almost like a raccoon-looking animal. They're more common down in Mexico and in Central America, Belize, around that area. We were on vacation in Mexico, and at one of the parks down there were like swarms of them. So that like 30, 40 of them would go across the walkway, and they're not afraid of humans at all. At least the ones in Mexico weren't.
So are they pretty small then? Like good pet size? I can't imagine
the size of a raccoon.
Oh, okay.
They're more brown color. They have a ring tail that sticks straight up, and they've got more of a narrow face than a raccoon.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, somebody, I guess, owned one of those. They look like they might make good pets.
I mean, they're kind of cute in the face, yeah.
What is the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
My niece has a baby hedgehog.
Yeah, those are really popular. Actually, a lot of people have those. I wanted one since I was little.
But do they make good pets, though?
He doesn't do a lot. So I guess that's a good pet.
Yeah. Aren't they kind of spiny?
Well, they're spiky, but you can still pet them.
What is the weirdest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
Yeah, I knew a lady in Memphis that used to own a sloth.
A sloth?
That's so cool.
What the heck?
I love that. I want a sloth.
You know, they move so slowly that they actually grow moss on their noses and their toes.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she had like beams put up in the house so they could walk. It was weird.
So she's got more than one, you said, so they could walk.
Yeah. Like,
oh my gosh.
Why?
They're so cool.
What attracts a person to a sloth? I like how playful they are.
Maybe it's for like old people so that they, when they start walking, they move together at the same time.
So they can keep up with them.
Yeah. I get it.
What's the craziest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
One of my dad's friends had a ostrich.
An ostrich?
So I know people who have owned emus, which are pretty close to ostriches.
Yeah, but he only had them, and I really don't know how in the heck he got them, but he only had them to eat the egg.
Oh, gross.
You know, I've heard, though, that there's no better omelet than one made with an ostrich egg.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't either.
And that one egg can feed, 10, 15 people because
No
of how
way.
big. Yeah,
I know they're big,
eggs
but they're
are
not that
huge.
big, are they?
Yeah, well, you think, how many eggs is this equal to?
Okay,
A
yeah, good
football-sized
point.
egg.
What is the strangest pet you've heard of someone owning?
My boyfriend has a cobra, rattlesnake,
Whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Because they're so affectionate and cuddly and all that, right?
No.
And then you have to ask yourself,
why would you own a poisonous snake?
That doesn't make any sense to me either.
Yeah.
Does he let him sleep in bed with you?
No.
I hope not. I mean, a cobra? Isn't that dangerous? I wonder if they have to keep, antivenom around.
It could be a little snuggly nope rope, But
No, it could not. A cobra? Listen to what you're saying.
What is the craziest or the strangest pet you've ever heard of someone owning?
623-1025 to text us yours.
You can also tell us on Facebook.
It's the 4 states #1 for country.
KIX 102.5. All right, so Twisted Takes Tuesday coming out in just a little bit. Tomorrow we're talking about the thing that you lost in the breakup.
Yeah. What did you lose as a result of the breakup? They took this from you. It was yours. You're precious.
And then we're also Secret Sound at 7:20.
And we'll get you ready for Thanksgiving. You realize it's only a week and 1 day away as of tomorrow. That doesn't seem right, does it?
No, not at all. We've got so much work to do still.
So we'll begin to make it smell a lot like turkey tomorrow in here.
All right, in here
wash and
specifically.
stuff.
Yep. All right, so have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.